13c there are videos, so please watch the video. Okay, there are 3 videos to it altogether, and then attempts the question. I will be doing question 1 and 2 for today. Then tomorrow I'll continue with the inheritance portion. Okay, question 1 and question 2, nothing new. It is just creating of the class, that's all. Okay, so please get on to it. I'm giving you 20 minutes to watch this 13C's lesson. Okay. Okay, so let's when we refer to the UML class diagram, you have this superclass, and then you have the subclasses. Okay, sometimes we call this the parents and the child classes. Now you must always remember that the subclass is pointing towards, the arrow must point towards to the superclass. Okay, what we are saying is that this subclass is a relation. Okay, it has a is a relationship of the parents class. Okay, the superclass. Okay, so the arrow is pointing upward. That's important. Uh, Next, why do we use inheritance? Okay, we know what is inheritance. Inheritance means that the subclasses will inherit all the attributes and the methods from the parent. That is what will happen. But why do we want to do it? We do it so that we can reuse. It's because of this code reusability. Once you define the attributes and the methods in the parents class, you don't have to, or you have to, you can save writing the code again and again in all the subclasses. Okay, so you can reuse the codes that is already existing. So that's one part. That's for the inheritance. Then for polymorphism, what basically means that the method in the subclasses, although they have the same name, but it behaves differently. Okay, it can do more than what the parents is doing. Okay, so later on we will see that in some of the Prince utility methods, for example, the subclasses methods can do a little bit more. Okay, so this is what we mean by code extensibility. You extend the code. Okay, so these are the reason why we do inheritance. Okay, okay, let's continue from there. The question, first one. Okay, I shift a little bit. Originally, the rhombus, rectangle, parallelogram, all these are later part. Uh, uh, Original intent was to do the library system, but I realized that the library system has, in the PDF file, you have bulk of the codes already there. So I will put the library system to the last, okay, because you can easily refer to the PDF file and then to work on it. Okay, let's go back to the rectangle. Okay, and we'll write the code from there. Okay, now so we're gonna write the class from scratch. In order to define a rectangle, we need to provide the base and the side. Okay, we need to provide the base and the side, and then we have the get some of the methods. Okay, so class. Okay, so this is a rectangle. Okay, and okay, so the constructor, we need to define the underscore underscore init. Okay, don't forget the self, and then what we need to have the base and the side. Okay, so self dot base is equal to base, self dot side equal to side. That's all. Then we have the method called get base. Don't forget the self, return the self dot base. Okay, I'm going to copy this. and I'm going to get site. Okay, so we have the two getter. What else do we need? We need the, am I the correct one? Okay, we need to set the base. Okay, there are two settle. So these are modifier. So let's copy this. Okay, so the method sets, and then if I want to set the base, the self.base now become the new base, and I need to provide the new base. Okay, and I also need to provide the new site so that the self.site is equal to the new site. Okay, so these are the two uh, getters, and then we have the utility, calculate parameter, calculate area is regular. Okay, okay. Before I forget, I just put in the self, pass, define the calculate the, what is that? Area, is it? Yes, area. Pass, and then we have the definition is regular. Okay, so we have all the methods. Okay, how do we calculate the parameter? Parameter will be the site. Okay, so the site and the base, self dot base plus the self dot site. Okay, and then rectangle has four sided, so this whole thing must multiply by 2. Okay, and all we need to do is just return the perimeter. Okay, the area will be simply the self dot base multiplied by the self dot site. Okay, and then return the area. Now, is it regular? Now, what is the definition of regular? A regular polygon. Okay, a regular polygon has all sides equal. Okay, so a rectangle is not regular until the both sides are equal. So the both the base and the sides are equal. That means it is a square. So a square is a regular polygon. Okay, so a square is a special rectangle. It's a regular rectangle. So uh, some of you will say, oh, if self dot base equal to the self dot side, then return true, else return false. Okay. Now, if you're comfortable in writing this, I'm perfectly okay. Okay. Alternatively, you can simply just return self. Okay, check whether the base equal to the side or not. If they are equal, this one will be true, just return true. If they are not equal, you return a false. Okay, so that will be sufficient. Okay, so once you have that, and then you can test this. Okay, so let me copy the test cases. Okay, we create the rectangle 6 and 7, and then you want to get the base, so let me do a print. Okay, print the base, get the base, and then I'll print. I also want to get the side. Okay, and then I want to print to get the area to make sure that it's working. Print to get the perimeter. Okay, and then lastly print to see whether it's a regular rectangle or not. Okay, let's run. Okay, so it's a false. Okay, so now if I were to change one of the side, so R1, if I were to set the what do we have? We have the base 6. So let's set the side to the new value 6, let's say. Okay, so now I check whether the print is it regular, right? Is it regular? Yes, it's regular. Why is it regular? Because if you try again, right, the area is a 6 times 6, 36. So it's a square. Okay, can. So that is for a rectangle class. Uh, for the case of a rhombus, okay, very similar. You have the side and the angle. And what I want to concentrate shortly will be on the calculation of the perimeter and the area. Okay. Okay, let's do that. What other methods do you need? Get, set. Okay. So this one there is a side and there's an angle. Okay, after a while you realize all these very pretty standard. Okay, and then once you have the getter, you can change it to a setter. Okay, and the self dot site will now change to the new site. And who will give the new site? The user must provide the new site. Okay, they also provide the new angle and the self dot angle. Okay, what other method? Calculate perimeter, calculate area. Okay, so basically we have that is square. Okay, that's no, it is rhombus. It's a rhombus a square. Okay, so it's square. Okay, so let's take a look. How do we calculate the perimeter? Over here, rhombus has four sides equal, so it will be just four times the side. Okay, so we can just return the 4 times the side. So self dot side, or not just side. Okay, and then the area you must convert the angle to radian first. Okay, because the angle is given in degree, but then the max module is using radian angle. So the area of rhombus is side times the sine of angle, where angle is in radian. Okay, so make sure that you have the import max statement. Okay, so from max import asterisk, make sure you have that. And then to calculate the area, first thing is that the angle, okay, the angle must be converted. So how do we convert? We need to use the radian to convert the angle. So the self dot angle. So you have that. And once you have the angle, you need to do a sine of it. And then after that, you use the side, multiply by the side. Okay, but it's not so straightforward. The side must be self dot side. And then self dot side. Okay, so side times sine of the radius, sine of the angle, sorry, in radian. Side times sine of the angle where angle is in radian. Okay, can. So you make use of the radian function in your max module. You make use of the sine. Okay, now right. If you have used the import max, then this line will not look so simple. Okay, then this particular portion, okay, you will have to write something like max dot, and here max dot. Each time you use the function, you must specify which module you use, because if you are using import max, okay, but because we are using from max import asterisk, there's no need to. You can just simply call for sine and radian. Okay, and once you calculate the area, you just need to return this value, and that's all. Okay, square. How do you know whether is it a square or not? By looking at the side and the angle. All the sides are the same, four sides are the same. The angle, uh, the angle is the acute angle subtended by the two sides. So unless this angle is 90 degrees, okay, if it's 90 degrees, then it'll be a square. So uh, we look at the self dot angle, and we see whether is it equal to 90. If yes, then if it's true, then you just return true. If not, then it will return false. Okay, so that's what we have for the okay, let me copy the test cases for the rhombus. Okay, so we are creating a R1, which is rhombus side 6 unit and 45 degrees, and then we can get the side, get the angle, calculate the area, and then the perimeter. I will prefer to print the value of the angle, print the area, print the perimeter. Okay, now when you write the class code, program code, it's best to check every single method that you have written, including the get rate, get site, not just only get angle, get site also need to check. Okay, let's run. Okay, print get angle not defined. I think it is this R1 get angle, R1 get. Okay, just now when I copy, I accidentally delete away. Okay, print R1 get radian not defined.
Radians.
Oh, there's a S. Okay, radians. Okay, let's run the code. Okay, so angle done, area parameter, and then is it a square? It is a false. Okay, so now if let's say I change my set the angle to 90 degrees. Okay, then R1, is it a square? Okay, and then let's say I want to print the R1 get area. Okay, can and then print. Okay, so let's run. Yep, get area. Rhombus has no attribute. Get area. Calculate area, not get area. Calculate area. Calculate area. Okay. That. So if I set the angle to 90 degrees, it will become a square, and then you have the area of a square. Okay. So I hope walking through these two questions uh, gives you the confidence that you pick up how to write the program code for class. Okay, and then watch the video, go through the PDF file, understand a little bit more about the inheritance and polymorphism, and then try to write the code. I will see you tomorrow, and then we'll walk through that. Okay, that's all for today.